We're set for a start. Racing at Gulfstream. Last in, first out. Money Magnets gets the first call and looks to clear the inside traffic. Moving out the rail, Jamie's Joy. Big Bouquet of Roses between horses. Into the top flight is Perseverate in the run to the half-mile point. It's a gap of another 5 to Vindicate Cha-Cha, who improves inside of Church Girl. And out the back is the favorite Olivia Sparkle in the run to the half-mile point. The pace is a contested one. Out 3 wide, Money Magnets. Along the inside, Jamie's Joy. Backing off to race in third is Big Bouquet of Roses. Perseverate is now fourth. 3 back to Vindicate Cha-Cha's, drawing closer, about 7 lengths off the speed. Olivia Sparkle's out of last, and now the trailer is Church Girl. They speed past a quarter in 22 and 2, and they're inside 3 furlongs from the wire. Money Magnets on the outside toward the rail. Jamie's Joy, their heads apart. Perseverate is third. Big Bouquet of Roses, Asta Quick in fourth. 3 back to Vindicate Cha-Cha. Then it's Olivia Sparkle with a quarter of a mile left to go. They're with the half in 45 and 3, and they're at the top of the stretch. Long shot Money Magnets comes away with the narrow lead. Fighting back, Jamie's Joy toward the rail. These two still well clear of the others. There's an eighth of a mile to go, and Jamie's Joy finding under pressure and takes the lead again. Money Magnets is shortening up and is back to second. Perseverate is up into third, but the winner is Jamie's Joy under jockey John Rivera to win by 3. Money Magnets cling to the place. Third was Perseverate, then Big Bouquet of Roses. They're in the gate. And they're off. Good start from between for Whiting Field, who heads off for the early advantage. Moving to him at the inside is Love, Hope, and Faith. Up in the middle goes Sir Mendel in the run to the first turn. Sir Mendel doing battle with Whiting Field on the top end. Love, Hope, Faith comes away in third. In between horses, Joe from Kiev moving out the rail. Sting Music and Air Force Royalty is 3 wide. He's about 6 lengths behind. Then Polyglotta racing on the outside of No Plebeian. He's about 8 lengths behind. Another 5 to Speed Reader, third last. Second last is Moonshine Runner. The early trailer, Immortal Lion. And the run to the backstretch, the quarter speed was 23 and 1. Up front, it's Whiting Field, there by a length and a half. On the flank of the leader, while second is Sir Mendel. These two are going aggressively. They've opened 3 on Joe from Kiev, who's racing outside of an improving Love, Hope, Faith. Then it's Sting Music ahead of Air Force Royalty and No Plebeian. Polyglotta is 3 wide with 7 lengths to make up. 5 ahead of Speed Reader, who's being asked to quicken already. Still at the back are more Immortal Lion and Moonshine Runner. And with the half in 47 seconds flat as they round the far turn, Whiting Field is the target. He leads by a length and a half. Sir Mendel is there second. Joe from Kiev third. Love, Hope, Faith is now fourth. From the outside, Polyglotta gaining ground. Blue Blinkers far outside. Off the turn on the stretch drive, Whiting Field on top with Polyglotta. Charging hard down the center. Sir Mendel between horses. They come past the 8th pole. Polyglotta shifting ground, trying to straighten up and go after Whiting Field. Whiting Field is still in front. Polyglotta on the outside, surging to him. Polyglotta getting up. Polyglotta win it. Polyglotta and jockey Paco Lopez, they nailed Whiting Field with Sir Mendel third and 130. Set for a start for race 3. And they're off. Good start in the middle for Immortal Love, who's heading off for the early advantage. Gervin Girl at the rail has speed. Out in the center goes Defended. She's away in the top flight and now third. The big favorite Broderie is well situated, fourth and angling off the inside. Then Atalanta Alexandra. The early trailer is the late running Burnaway. In the run to the half-mile point, Immortal Love has the lead by a length and a half. Defended is now second from Gervin Girl third. A patient fourth is Broderie. She's angled off the inside for clear racetrack. 3 back to Burnaway and Atalanta Alexandra. Around the far turn at the 3 furlong point, Immortal Love by a head. Defended is there second, Broderie third, and now asked to quicken to go after the embattled duo up front. Fourth at the rail is Gervin Girl from Atalanta Alexandra, and Burnaway is last. Quarter of a mile left to go. Nursing the speed of Immortal Love is Scott Spieth off the turn with the advantage. At the rail, Gervin Girl trying to run home from the back. Atalanta Alexandra. Broderie needs to do a bit better than that. There's an eighth of a mile to go, and Immortal Love is still the target. Gervin Girl at the inside, down the center, and Broderie. Broderie starts to put her mind to business. 16th to go. Broderie surging now. Immortal Love almost home, but Broderie's got her, and Broderie wins going away. Broderie by a length in the end over Immortal Love. Good start from between horses for St. Susan, who heads off for the early lead. Causeway's Jewel marching forward on the outside. In between, it's Candy Landy into the top flight. She Prospers is widest of all. Down at the inside goes Turf Rocket to race about 4 lengths behind. The favorite Worship is well situated, about 4 lengths off the lead while mid-flight. Chardan is next while angling to the outside. It's a length and a half back to Kate's Charm, who finds herself off the speed today. Rio Amazing's on her outside. Then it's Leo Toro, who's down toward the inside, better than 10 lengths off the lead. The early trailer is Perfect Girl. 23 seconds for the opening quarter. St. Susan has it by a neck. Causeway's Jewel on the outside second. Turf Rocket third at the rail. Candy Landy is between horses and out 3 wide. She Prospers. This is a great trip for favorite backers as Worship is well spotted with options on where she wants to race. She's a length and a half in front of Chardan. On her outside, Rio Amazing. Then it's Kate's Charm. 2 back to Leo Toro. And Perfect Girl is last. They went the half in 46 and 3 as they round the far turn. St. Susan and Joel Rosario still lead. From the outside, Causeway's Jewel is there second toward the rail. Turf Rocket needs a way through. Trying to follow her through as Worship. She elected to stay inside, so now she's got to get lucky. Off the turn in the stretch drive, Turf Rocket got through. That'll give Racetrack to Worship to try to go get her, but now she's 3 lengths behind. 1/8 of a mile to go. Turf Rocket's kicking clear here. In between horses, Worship. Down the center, Leo Toro. Leo Toro about to get into second, but Turf Rocket's a winner. Turf Rocket and Paco Lopez win by 4 in the end. Second, Leo Toro. Third was St. Susan, and Worship finished fourth. And they're off. Devil in Disguise off a step slow. Ridden hard for the advantage is Arrogancy. Trying to split horses is Test Factor, and moving in from the top shelf, Irish Heartbeat's on the go. Irish Heartbeat with a neck advantage. At the inside, Arrogancy is second from Test Factor, and Courtly Banker they're third and fourth. A gap of 2.5 more to Sharp Wonder, racing together with Frigone. Outside and Migratory, and Devil in Disguise is last. They leave the backstretch and move around the far turn. It's Arrogancy working hard but ahead in front. Outside, Irish Heartbeat second. 3 wide, it's Courtly Banker in third. Test Factor has horse but no place to prove it. 2.5 back to the outside. That's Migratory. Trying to wind it up from the back is Devil in Disguise. They're at the top of the stretch. 21 and 3 for the opening quarter. The leader is Arrogancy. Test Factor still looks for a way out. Down the center, here's Devil in Disguise with a big late run. 1/8 of a mile to go. Devil in Disguise flying home down the center. Here's Devil in Disguise in front and going away. Arrogancy clings to the place. Third was Courtly Banker, then Test Factor and Migratory. They're in the gate. They're off and running. Good start down at the inside for Lucky Score. Moving out in the middle, that's One Night Standards on the go. Novo Soul comes away with speed. He'll land second. California Frolic is next from a headstrong Far Bridge. Moving out the rail, Dreams of Tomorrow, and Dancing in Denial is last of all. They chase the speed of One Night Standards. One Night Standards to the first turn, on top by a length and a half. Novo Soul is second. Lucky Score is at the rail in third, followed fourth by California Frolic. Then it's Far Bridge racing ahead of Dancing in Denial, and now the trailer is Dreams of Tomorrow. The opening quarter was a reasonable 24 and 2 as they head to the backstretch. One Night Standards on top 3 parts of a length. Novo Soul second. Lucky Score at the rail third from California Frolic, who's in the red cap in fourth. The favorite is Far Bridge. Yellow colors about 4 lengths off the speed. Outside of him, Dancing in Denial, and the trailer Dreams of Tomorrow. They went the half in 48 and 2 as they get ready to move to the far turn. It's One Night Standards on top by a length. Novo Soul second. California Frolic remains third. Lucky Score is at the rail, and Far Bridge starts to improve between horses. Out 3 wide, Dancing in Denial, and the trailer is Dreams of Tomorrow. They speed around the far turn at the 5/16. Far Bridge just moved into fourth from Lucky Score, who retreats now as One Night Standards tries to go down the road. Far Bridge, he looks like he's got plenty, Jose Ortiz. He just needs to feed him some racetrack. Off the turn in the stretch drive, One Night Standards has the lead by 2. Far Bridge, he's loose now. Let's see what he has. Down the center in California Frolic. Far Bridge, under confident hand riding from Jose Ortiz, is up to take on the lead. It's now Far Bridge who strides forward. Far Bar Bridge wins. Second, One Night Standards. Third was California Frolic. Then Dancing in Denial in at the post. And they're off. The favorites were away first and second, but the quicker of the two is Big City from the inside draw, and Rosario puts him right on the early lead. Military Road gets over to a flanking position in second, and at the rail, Tommy Two Socks. He's now third. Away racing fourth is Country Boys Survive. He's about 3 lengths behind with Derby Street for company on his outside. A bit wide to that first turn run is Derby Street. Out on the far outside and moving closer is Canadian Tuxedo. Out the back early, Big Rich and Midnight Council. 24 seconds to the opening quarter at 3-5. Big City by a length now from Military Road second and Tommy Two Socks third, Derby Street fourth. Up to the outside, that's Canadian Tuxedo. Moving between horses as Country Boys Survive. Still a Soldier is the gray at the rail. Then it's back to Midnight Council. Working between horses is Invigorated and Big Rich angled to the far outside as they head to the half-mile point. 47-2 for the half-mile speed. Military Road's not waiting. He's going right after Big City on the top end. They're a half a length apart inside half a mile from home, and they start to sprint. 2 better than Tommy Two Socks. Now fourth is Still a Soldier. 5 ahead of Country Boys Survive. Invigorated given the green light to launch a bid, but he's better than 10 lengths off the lead as they run to the top of the stretch. Military Road on the outside. He puts ahead in front. At the inside, it's Big City who tries to counterpunch. 3 back to Tommy Two Socks. Still a Soldier is next. Here's the move from Invigorated on the orange cap on the far outside. 3/4, 111-4. On the inside, Big City is fighting back. Military Road tries to get right back to him. 3 back to Invigorated, who tries to pick up the in-battle duo. They're going to the first finish line. Military Road and Big City. Invigorated rolling. Invigorated right by. How about this for the proverbial cherry on the Rapoli Sunday? Invigorated wins, beating Military Road and Big City in 143-2. Four in the gate, and they're off. In the middle, it's What a World who gets the first call and looks for the early lead with Singing Sandra moving to her. Up on the outside, Skinny Cosmo's on the go. She's now third. Fluids tightened up for Racing Room while fighting the rating. Getting started on the outside is On the Nile. Moving at the inside, Bloomin' Bell has dropped over nicely to save some ground in front of Ashima and Wow Lucky. Out a bit deep on the course went Goats on a Tree. Second last while on heels was April's Diamante, and the trailer is Sadie the Goat. Around the first turn they go. What a World and Joel Rosario on top by a length and a half. Skinny Cosmo second, Boomin' Bell third. Singing Sandra is there fourth from Ashima, who's covered up while racing fifth. 2 back to On the Nile, racing outside of Fluid. Then the team of Goats on a Tree and Wow Lucky. Out of last now is Sadie the Goat. Now the trailer is April's Diamante. Field of 11 separated by about 10 lengths in the run half a mile from the wire. They went to half in a strong 46 seconds flat. What a World has the lead. 3 wide, Singing Sandra, 2 path, Skinny Cosmo. Boomin' Bell's had a good grid trip for Gaffleon. She starts to progress. Ashima deciding who she wants to follow. Irad looks like he'll follow Tyler on Booming Bell. Trying to wind it up from the back is Goats on a Tree as they reach the top of the stretch. Ashima launched 4 wide as Boomin' Bell carried her through traffic. Boomin' Bell the leader. On the outside, Ashima tries to go get her. Boomin' Bell with the kick. She's an eighth of a mile from home and 2 on top. Ashima shifting ground. Now second, well clear of the others. 16th to go. Boomin' Bell has the lead and she's driven out. Boomin' Bell off a good trip to victory to win by 2. Ashima was second. They were well clear of Sadie the Goat, who got up for and they're off. Good start for Gangley. In the middle, that's Free Soul with some speed. On the far outside, Classify on the go. The Iceman Runneth is tightened up for Racing Room, but he's marching forward from out of the crowd. The Iceman Runneth second behind stablemate Classify. Moving up between horses, Apocalypso, and at the rail, Mauna Kea bound. Wide on the course is Gangley, Free Soul with him. 2.5 to Diamond Cool, racing inside of Holiday Fantasy. And out the back early, the trailer Belts and Brooks. And the run to the half-mile point, the opening quarter was just 22-3. Classify with the benefit of a tactical advantage at the half-mile point. He has it by a length. Gangley moves after him right now from second. Free Soul, he's between horses third, shuffling back. The Iceman runneth. Mauna Kea bounds at the rail. Diamond Cool gets started. 3 better than Holiday Fantasy, then Belts and Brooks, and plummeting to last, Apocalypso. 45-2 for the opening half mile. Gangley is going right after Classify here. Classify held together by Paco. Outside Gangley. From the far outside, Diamond Cool, then Free Soul, and they're at the top of the stretch. Classify battles back for a bit more now. Gangley still right alongside second. 2 back to Diamond Cool. At the rail, the Iceman runneth. They come past the 8th pole. Classify inside. Outside Gangley will not go away. Gangley's coming again. Classify tries to turn him away. Classify is going to turn him away. Classify wins. Gangley second in a hard-fought effort. Third was Diamond Cool. Fourth was the Iceman runneth in 122-3. And they're off. Slow to break, Moana's Power. Quick to start, Wide West, and on her outside, Don't Look Back at All. These two race on St. Pat's Day. Up and on the outside is quickly up to challenge for control. St. Pat's Day not challenging for control. She takes control. And they run to the far turn. Wide West is second. Don't Look Back at All is now third with Blind Spot at the rail into fourth. Outside goes Quali. A gap of 2.5 more to Oh Darlin', who works 3 better than Miss Speedy. Then it's Jokes Up. Out the back, Call Me Spicy. In the trailer, Moana's Power. They run to the top of the stretch. St. Pat's Day. Paco Lopez on the muscle early. Don't Look Back at All. Tries to take up the slack toward the inside. Wide West. Off cover and running home is Blind Spot. Down the center, Quali. 1/8 of a mile to go. Don't Look Back at All. That's a true statement. She still has work to do. From the outside in a late run from Quali. Farther out, Miss Speedy coming on. Don't Look Back at All pleads. Outside. Here comes Miss Speedy right by. Miss Speedy and Irad Ortiz Jr. ran down. Will complete the field. And runners away. On the far outside, it's Her Diamonds, who was very quick to begin, and she's cleared the inside traffic already. Although she won't settle down, she's very keen in the run to the first turn. Pendulum comes away racing in second. Down at the inside, Creed's Gold's not far away. Away fourth is Tremontaine. Back to fifth goes Who Lady Who is also fighting the rating, floating out past 10 to touch. Then it's a length back to Sister Honey. Moving out the rail, Exhilarate. She's racing about 7 lengths off the speed now. Braid, the first-timers toward the back of the field with Midnight Prowler as they run by a quarter in 23-1. It's Her Diamonds who has the lead by a length. The favorite Pendulum is second. Creed's Gold at the rail third from Tremontaine. 2-Path Racing in fourth. Past Tense is next. Who Lady Who is on the inside. They're followed by Sister Honey. Getting started out wide on the course is Midnight Prowler. At the rail goes Exhilarate. And out the back now, the trailer is Braid. They went the half in 46-4 as they leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Her Diamonds, a hard-to-handle leader. She's in front to half a length. Pendulum is second. Creed's Gold looks for a way through for Jose Ortiz. On the outside, Tremontaine gets started. Here's Braid with a big move from last. Far outside, they race to the top of the stretch. The leader still Her Diamonds. Pendulum takes her shot. Tremontaine is next as Creed's Gold looks for a way through. On the outside, Braid tries to continue with forward momentum, and here's Creed's Gold at the rail. Pendulum has the lead. Creed's Gold fires through. Tremontaine down the center. Down to 2. Tremontaine, Creed's Gold. Creed's Gold just in front. It's Creed's Gold doing it. Creed's Gold off a good trip to victory gives Mark Cass